Hello friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Julie if you are new here, and I am the author of the blog CapturingWonderland.com. Today I am once again in my daughter's bedroom, and I'm about ready to start painting her bedroom floor. But before I can do that, I have to vacuum it again because children's. Let's go ahead and get to that process. Now to get the painting supplies. Thankfully, this is going to be a pretty simple process simply because I'm just going to roll paint on the floors. I'm gonna give them a very thorough coat of paint. I'm probably going to do as many coats as I possibly can. I got 1 single gallon of floor paint. Anyhow, so I got 1 gallon of floor paint in the color Dark Secret by Bear. It's the same color that I painted my front door with. And if you haven't seen that video, it is a part of my Halloween porch decor. I'll go ahead and put that up here for you so you can watch it when you're done here. Anyhow, it is very close to black. It's basically a very dark charcoal. And I figured, we don't need light colored floors. So I went as dark as I possibly could without doing it actually black. And she will have white trim when I get that far. I'm actually looking forward to that. Even though it's freezing cold outside, I really need to get a move on this bedroom. So I will be building the trim soon. And then after the floor is done and the trim is done, actually the same time as the trim, I'm gonna be doing a shiplap wall over on this side. And you can see that my children were nice enough to break the drywall piece that was right here, which is fine because I'm just going to build a door for that so that we continually have access to the panel, because this actually goes into the bathroom. So this is where all of the shower stuff is for the bathroom next to this. So we have to be able to get access to that. So I'm just gonna make it a cute little quaint door and try to make it blend in with the wall, sort of, not entirely. It's gonna be trimmed out and it's gonna look pretty. And then, so we'll do the shiplap wall over here, and then I've got to finish painting the ceiling, patching a hole in the ceiling. It's a lot of good work that's going to come in here. And then we get the joy trying to figure out a closet door situation. I haven't decided what I want to do there. I don't know. I may just do a curtain for her. It's just going to hold her stuff and her dresser. So it doesn't have to be like super enclosed. It's not going to have ugly clothes hanging in it or anything like that. And then at that point, I mean, I make it sound like it's just so easy. It's just going to be done in a blink of an eye. But at that point, then we'll get to bring her furniture in here and refurnish what I need to of it. She has a beautiful vintage vanity that I'm considering refurbishing. It's really not in terrible shape, but the finish on it is quite scratched just from use. It's in really good shape, and all of her furniture is in fairly good shape. The dresser, the drawers need work on it because it's a vintage East Lake wash stand, actually. It's another one of those, and it's beautiful and she loves it, but the drawers do need some work. With all that to be said, let's get to this floor painting process because I'm excited to have something else checked off on my list. I tell you what, my list is so long. I know. I'm not the only one. We all have like these ginormous lists, and especially this season of the year, November. I have so many goals for November and December, and I'm really hoping to be able to do Vlogmas. So here's to lots of projects for Vlogmas. All right, let me go get my painting equipment and we shall start. Okay, I had to dig around in my shed, but I found it. I found it all. I've got my long arm, this thingy, and I've got some of these thingies. And honestly, I think when I'm done with this job, I'm just gonna throw this sucker out. I don't even want to clean it. I just don't. I don't want to. I've got a whole like 6 or 7 of them in there, and typically I'm very responsible and I sit there and I clean them and I reuse them, but I'm so tired. I'm not doing that. So this little baby can sacrifice its life for the good of the project. All right, I also have this I'm going to throw this out too when I'm done. Oh, come on now. I don't even think these are made for this tray, but I don't even care. It'll work. Can't be any worse than using a garbage bag, which I've seen lots of people use. Okay, so there's that. Got one of these trays. I got one of these babies trays with this tray liner. And, okay, so this should probably come out. All right, and I'm gonna start in the closet because I don't want to paint myself into a corner, and that seems like the most logical place to start. So here's my paint. Here's my paint color. Dark secret. Okay. I just bought it, so it should already be mixed, but just for good measure, because it has been cold as of the last like 3 days. We finally got winter, went straight from summer, 80-something degree heat, into winter, to the pit of the winter. And I'm wearing closed shoes because I don't want to get any of this stuff on my socks. Okay. I know you've done your part. It's not fair. You did your time. I'm getting my workout for the day. But don't give up. Just hold on tight. It'll be alright. There's the first coat. That was not hard at all. That was fairly simple. Took probably 15 minutes. So now I'm gonna let it dry for probably an hour with the fan going, and then come back in with a second coat. And in the meantime, I'm going to put saran wrap around my roller and inside of my roller tray so that the paint doesn't dry on that stuff. All right, see you back in an hour.
Oh my child, I know you're hurt and you can't let go. It's not your fault and you don't deserve.
Okay, second coat. I'm pretty sure I don't have enough to do a third coat, so I think I'm done.
I know you tried so hard.
I'm done. So there you have it, 2 full coats, and I'm gonna leave it at that because I don't have enough to do any additional coats. I just have a tiny bit left in the bottom of the bucket for going around the edges. But I'm not gonna be doing that tonight. I'm gonna let it completely dry before we move on with anything else. So that means that she's gonna be sleeping in the living room tonight. But I'm excited to have that part done. And now we can move on to other things and start making this bedroom look like less of a construction scene. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching all the way through if you've made it this far. I appreciate all of you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Did everything that you thought you should. Didn't seem to do you any good.